And today in Britain, anti-immigration protests escalated into riots in several cities. Protesters attacked police who tried to guard a hotel that housed asylum seekers. The violent protests erupted last week after a deadly stabbing rampage at a dance class.
What did we do to deserve this? We've already lost our children. You know, our community's grieving. How dare they come here to our town and do this? It's disgusting. It really is disgusting.
Second Ezra 9:1. And he answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. Therefore, when thou shalt be seeing earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Akakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and sincerity unto the elect. Shalom. I'm back at you with another lesson, Lord willing, straight to the point and edifying. All right, as we can see, okay, the world is in complete chaos. Okay, and these are just the signs of the times. Okay, the Lord is on his way back. These devils are about to lose their minds. They're about to come down with great wrath. All right, and what we're seeing happening is all a part of the plan for the elites. Okay, and these elites, okay, are Esau, Edom, all right, the so-called white man, all right, who's in control of the planet right now. All right, pursuant to Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay, Esau has been given the planet for a short period of time to rule over it in complete wickedness. Okay, until the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, sent his son, Yahweh Shai, to bring him down. Okay, so what we're witnessing right now is prophecy being fulfilled once again. All right, the words of Yahweh Shema Shai is faithful and true. So what we are witnessing, okay, let me grab this scripture. All right, is chaos being brought forth, okay, to bring forth the order. Okay, they're purposely agitating and frustrating the people, okay, in these different countries around the world, okay, to bring forth the chaos. All right, they're flooding these countries with these violent criminals. And not all of them are violent criminals, but for the majority, okay, you got violent criminals in the midst. Okay, they've allowed, okay, these criminals that have come from these maximum security prisons, okay, for all different types of heinous crimes, they're allowing them into the country. Okay, and this is purposely being done, okay, so that chaos can be brought forth. Okay? They're going to come down, all right? They're going to come down upon the people eventually, all right? When all hell breaks loose, the people start uprising, they're going to come down with that great wrath, and this is why all of this is happening. Okay? But that's the purpose of them bringing these people into the country. Okay? Luke 21:25, Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations." And this is what we're witnessing. With perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. And this is what we're currently witnessing, all right, throughout the earth, all right, the distress of nations, okay, uprises of the people, okay. People are tired, they're stressed out, okay, and now you have this situation here where one of these migrants deleted, I believe it was 3 girls, and little girls, as well as some other children. Like, he harmed some other children, and basically these riots broke out because the police not only let him go, but no charges or nothing, I believe, came up against him yet. Okay, so these people are tired of it, man. Okay, they're watching their corrupt ass government, okay, bring these people into their country, all right, taking up their space, taking up their food, okay, being incentivized, through the welfare system, helping them, with housing, giving them money. Okay, I saw one of the brothers is posted on IG. Basically, this migrant left their receipt behind, all right, from the welfare. You get a receipt, that shows you your balance and things of that nature. Okay, and for their food, for the food stamp part, they had $13,000, man. Okay, and this is taxpayer money that's being given onto these migrants, man. Okay, they have not worked a day in their life over here. Okay, but they're receiving all of these benefits, and the people are seeing this. Okay, especially right here in Babylon, the Great America. Yeah, the people are seeing it. Okay, it's sowing hatred, division. Okay, and this is what the elites want. They want a chaotic environment. Okay, they're pushing the people in the direction of a chaotic, all right, divided, destructive path, man. That's going to lead to civil war. It's going to lead to civil war. Okay. Now you have these people in the UK, as well as in Ireland, I believe. Okay. They standing up to these migrants, man. Okay. Then you have the migrants in their streets, doing their marches. Okay. Violence is going to be the only outcome of all of these things that we're seeing being brought forth. And the elites know that. Okay. They know that. Okay. It's basically a clash of civilizations, man. It's a clash of, different cultures and different heritages and things of that nature. Okay. They know what they're doing. It's going to cause for violence, man. Okay. So I'm going to read some of this here. I got a few more videos. I got, a few more articles, then grab some scriptures. I'm going to wrap it up. Low willingness is edifying. All right. Because we are in those times, man. All right. Like the scriptures tell us let me grab it. All right. We're in those perilous times, man. Okay. And this is why we need to know what time we're in. Okay. This is why you need to discern the times. All right. Measure thou the time diligently in itself, man. Okay. This is why you need to know where you are in prophecy. Okay. Because that's what's being fulfilled right before our eyes, man. 2 Timothy 3:1, it says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." All right. And we're in those perilous times, man. You see? Let me grab this. Ecclesiastes 3:1, it says, "To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven." I'm going to grab the point in 8. Ecclesiastes 3:8, it says, "A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace." And we're clearly in the time of hate and of war, man. This is all you see going on throughout the earth, even right here in Babylon, the Great America, man. All right. This is what you're seeing constantly go throughout the earth, man. Okay. Let me grab this scripture real quick, and then I'll get into the article. Okay, and it's because the wicked is bearing rule. Okay, these things are happening because the wicked is bearing rule and the righteous is not in authority. Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, you see that? And that's the Israelites. All right, starting off with the with Yahweh Shai. All right, that's gonna bring peace to the earth. Okay, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. What do you see going on throughout the earth? Nothing but mourning, man. Okay, everybody's in distress. Okay, you got to work 2-3 jobs just to keep the roof over your head, to feed yourself and your family. All right, now you have a bunch of migrants over here that's just getting benefits. That's coming out of your tax money. Okay, they're trying to collapse. Okay, the system. They're trying to overwhelm the system. Okay, as well as stir up division, hatred. You know, this is what's going on. All right, problem, reaction, solution. Okay, so it says violent far-right riots overran some UK cities this weekend. What happened and what comes next? It says far-right riots sweep Britain over the weekend with outbreaks of anti-immigrant violence in a number of cities and towns, leaving the new UK government scrambling to control the worst disorder in more than a decade. It says crowds of far-right agitators set fires to hotels housing asylum seekers. It says leaving those inside trapped and terrified, while throngs of rioters in other cities damaged public buildings and clashed with police, throwing objects at officers and smashing their vehicles. It says protests first broke out late last month after an anti-immigrant misinformation campaign stoked outrage over a stabbing attack that left 3 children deleted in Southport, northern England. Okay? Let me see if I read any more here. It says Prime Minister Keir Starmer chaired his first Cobra session on Monday morning, an emergency meeting of national agencies and branches of government to discuss the response to the disorder. It says this is not protest, he said on Sunday, adding, it's organized violent thuggery and it has no place in our streets or online. And you see, these devils are purposely doing these things. Here it is, 3 children, I believe it was 3 children, 3 little girls, I believe, and 8 others. All right, the 8 others, they got injured, but the 3 got deleted. Okay, here it is, the government is basically siding, okay, with the criminals, man. Okay, they're actually siding with the criminals. Just like out here in Babylon the Great America. What happened? The migrants came and they was banging at the cops in New York. What happened? They got let go. Eventually they got let go, or they got deported. And what happened? They came right back through. Okay, especially in these what they call them asylum seekers. These asylum places. These Democrat ran states that they bring in the migrants there, man. Those places are going to go to shit. Okay? But this is what they want. Okay? This is what they want. I'm going to read a little bit more. It says the riots are the first crisis for Starmer, who became Britain's leader a month ago after his Labour Party unseated the Conservatives in a general election. His next step will be closely watched by lawmakers and the public. Here's what you need to know about the violence and what may come next. It says throughout Friday and Saturday and Sunday, violent protests, it says, congregated in the cities and towns centers across the UK. It says many of them apparently intent on clashing with police and causing havoc. And it's because the reason why the people are even doing this, and of course you probably have Asian provocateurs in the midst of that. All right, for all we know, this situation could have been set up, okay, because these elites, all right, they're known for these things. All right, they're known for wickedness like this, man. All right, setting up puppets to do their bidding, okay, because they want to incite the violence. They want the violence, man. All right, them false flags, Okay, they want the violence. Okay, and it's probably not coming as quick as they want it to. Okay, because people naturally don't want problems. They just want to live their life. All right, but these elites, they have an agenda. All right, they have an agenda to fulfill, and of course, it goes back to Bible prophecy, man. All right, this devil knows that his time is short. Micah 2:1, it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand." All right. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and we know who the wicked is, man. All right, this earth has been given into the hand of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, to rule over for a period of time. Okay, and this devil's gonna try to fulfill this NWO. Okay, he's gonna try to fulfill it, and he is gonna partially fulfill it. All right, but the Lord's gonna come and slap him in the back of his head, man. All right, he's not gonna be able to completely, enforce this system. All right, he's not going to be able to fully do it. Okay, but the people, all right, that what you're seeing is an emotional reaction. All right, problem, reaction, solution. All right, they don't care about the problem that they cause. They care about the reaction that they get. Okay, because the right reaction is going to be able to give them, all right, the guys to come in with that solution, just like 9/11. Okay, they're trying to get emotional responses from the people. Okay, this is why they're going around burning buildings and doing all that stuff. This is the response they want. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there on that. Okay, let me grab this here. Okay, it says Bangladesh clashes. It says 90 deleted in anti-government protests. And the news ain't showing you this, man. They ain't telling you this on the news. Okay? Because they don't want the people here in Babylon, these sheeple, all right, that's completely asleep, all right, dead from the neck up. Okay? They don't want them to see that these other people are uprising against their governments for for the wrongdoings. All right, for their wrongdoings and things of that nature. They don't want them to see it. Okay? Because they're going to use, out here, they're going to use this election. Okay? And everything is timed. Everything is orchestrated. Everything is planned out. Okay? They even talking about, I believe it was the sniper the Secret Service sniper. I believe he came out, or somebody that works in that camp. He basically came out and said, they're going to attempt to delete Trump again. Somebody's going to do it again. Okay? And they want all hell to break loose. This is what they want. Okay? They want all hell to break loose. Okay? I'm going to keep saying it. They are setting up the perfect environment. Okay? For all hell to break loose. Okay? Problem, reaction, solution. Okay? And I'm going to read some of it. It says, at least 90 people were deleted in Bangladesh on Sunday amid worsening clashes between police and anti-government protesters. All right, that's sedition. Okay? It says, the unrest comes as the student leaders have declared a campaign of civil disobedience to demand that Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina step down. It says 13 police officers were deleted when thousands of people attacked a police station in the district of, I ain't gonna say that. Police said. It says the students' protest started with a demand to abolish quotas in civil service jobs last month, but has now turned into a wider anti-government movement. You see that? That fire got lit. Okay? It went from, let us be able to get in there, because I believe it started because only government officials or people that were in the military, I believe, their families, they're the only ones that could get these kind of jobs. And, the everyday average person, they couldn't get it, I believe it was. If I'm, correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, now they're saying now it's wider now. Now it's anti-government. A lot of people just like, you know what? F that. We coming for the whole thing now. Okay? This is what's going on, man. All right? Luke 21 and 25, Lord Yahweh Shai speaking, it says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations. And this is what you're seeing, distress. All right, let me see if I can get that definition real quick. Type it in up here. Okay, this is what you're witnessing. All right, distress, it says extreme anxiety, sorrow, or pain. All right, this is what we're witnessing. All right, let me see if I grab a scripture. Yep. Let me see where I want to go. I'm going to read from 6. Matthew 24 and 6, Lord Yahweh Shai speaking, and says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, which we're hearing now. Okay? We're hearing the rumors and we're actually witnessing wars going on. Okay? See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. You see that? And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And that's what we're in. All right? We're in the beginnings of sorrows, man. All right? It's going down. Okay? It is definitely going down, man. All right? No doubt about it. It's going down. All right? This is why the Lord told us to measure thou the time diligently in itself. Okay? And the way you do that is that you filter what we're witnessing. All right, going on in the world, we're filtering what's going on in the world through the scriptures, man. All right, we're linking it up to the scriptures, all right, which is giving us a pinpoint accurate, all right, time span of where we are in history, man. Okay, and we're the closest that we have ever been to the Lord coming back. Okay, we're definitely at the door. Yahweh Shai is definitely at the door. Okay? And this is what's going on. Okay? You're not going to see this in the news. You see? So let me just grab this video here.
Mass unfiltered immigration is not a good thing. When I was growing up, we didn't have children being murdered by knife-wielding maniacs. We didn't have machete fights in broad daylight on the streets. We didn't have grooming gangs in our cities that local authorities were too frightened to deal with. But on the other hand, these are just a tiny fraction of the immigrants that have come to this country, the overwhelming majority of which are law-abiding citizens that simply want to get on. They want to see their kids grow up and prosper. But when you open the door to everyone and incentivize it, as our governments have, the law of averages suggests that you will allow some of the types of characters that will fight with machetes in the streets. There needs to be a conversation about what's going wrong with our nation, a sensible conversation, because if there isn't, the country will become even more fractured than it is already. And right now, without wanting to sound dramatic, we are teetering on the edge of complete civil unrest. Almost every decision taken by consecutive governments have been to the complete detriment of the people and to the benefit of an impending chaos for them to exploit. The completely orchestrated mass unvetted immigration coming to this country will be used as an excuse to introduce digital IDs. In fact, people will beg for it. By creating the problem, they will get support for the IDs that without the problem would have been rejected for being the surveillance state attack on freedom that they are. Our communities are being pitched against each other, and a civil war is designed to be the outcome. But please bear in mind, both communities are meant to lose that war. And so while I sympathize with concerns and anger at recent events, because I share them, please keep your heads. Don't become what you oppose, and don't give them the powder keg they so desire.
All right, and the majority of the people are going to fall into the hands of this, man. Okay, because the elites, all right, Esau is very cunning, man. All right, let me grab this real quick, but he's very cunning. Okay, and he's using the emotions of the people to get what he wants. Okay, he's rousing up the emotions of the people. All right. Let me grab this. Psalm 64:5, it says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. And this is what he's doing. Okay. He's laying snares, man. It says they say, who shall see them? Next verse it says, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. All right. This man's mind is deep into doing wickedness, man. Deep in ensnaring and trapping you up. All right. Especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right. This is where this is the MO of Esau Edom. All right. The thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and to destroy. Okay. This is the mindset of the elites, man. Okay. Because like I said, they have to bring forth this NWO. They know their time is short. Okay. So let me see where I want to go now. All right, so I think I'm going to play this video here. Let me play this here. All right, and now we go into Babylon now. All right.
I mean, Venezuela is a preview, by the way. Venezuela, what you just saw in Venezuela is a preview for November in America. That's a preview for the United States.
Yeah, how it's going to get.
Yeah, because forget about talking about a free and fair election in Venezuela. Forget about talking about who won, who didn't win. It was a question of who was going to be able to rig the vote better, more successfully. Because once you know that the other side is going to rig the election, well, what can you do? What can you do after that? If you know that they're going to rig the election, then what are you supposed to do except try to out-rig them? That's the only option you have. You can't say, no, we're going to have integrity and we're going to insist. No, because they're going to rig it.
Yeah.
So you have to rig it better than them. And if you can't rig it better than them, then you just have to hope that the army's on your side. So like they put out that the opposition won in Venezuela.
Okay.
Maduro, of course, said, no, actually I won.
Right.
And of course I won because I am already sitting in the seat.
Okay.
So this isn't musical chairs.
Yeah.
When we're running for election, we're not both walking around the chair. I'm already in the chair.
Yeah.
If you want me to get out of the chair, then it's going to take more than a rigged election to get me out.
You heard that? You see that? And this is what, all right, potentially can happen in a few months. Okay? This is the spirit that's out there, man. Okay? This is what's out there. And I got my main video that I was supposed to play, but I'm just building it up. Okay, Lord willing, this is making sense. Okay? It's about to go down. Psalm 64:5, it says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. All right, the elites, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, they commune and lay in snares privily, and this is a snare. Okay? This is a snare, just like the guy's gonna say it in the video, but I'm just gonna say it briefly. Okay, just like with the situation with Trump and Biden, how they said that Biden basically stole the election, they rigged it. Okay, I'm gonna let the guy explain it, but I just had to say that part. Okay, and just like the guy said, he said, "What? I'm sitting in the chair now." All right, you're gonna need more than basically, just your words to get me out of this chair. Okay? That's indicating violence. It's going to take violence for me to get out of here, man. Okay? And it's going to be what? Republican versus Democrat. All right? And these Babylonians are completely divided. Okay? These red, white, and blue Edomites, they want the country back. All right? And they're willing to pick up arms to get it back. Okay? It's going to get crazy out here in Babylon, man, in the coming months. Everybody on edge. They already trying to take out their savior. Okay? Let me grab the scripture. Okay? Proverbs 22:3, it says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. All right. And if you're paying attention, if the Lord is dealing with you, okay, if the Spirit is on you, you can see where this is going. Okay? You can see what's going on. Okay? You could almost call the plays, man. Okay? These everyday average Babylonians, especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right? You're going to get caught up all in the mist, man. All right? Y'all going to get caught up all in the mist. Talking about you voting. You through. All right? You're going to get caught up all up in the middle, man. Okay? Because this ain't no normal election. Okay? Something's about to go down. All right? Something's about to go down. All right? And you niggas is going to get caught all up in the middle. All right? Because y'all too busy living y'all best lives to pay attention to what's actually going on in the world. All right? You got the man on the highways and hedges. You got these lessons going out constantly, day in and day out, warning you. Okay? And you're not taking heed. Okay? So you're going to have to taste the sword, man. All right? Let me grab this.
Fight! 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 We got time. Come on. Hey, we are in the fight for the soul of our nation. We are in a fight for our kids and our grandkids, a fight that we can never imagine. I believe wholeheartedly Donald Trump and Butler County's J.D. Vance are the last chance to save our country politically. I'm afraid if we lose this one, it's going to take a civil war to save the country, and it will be saved. It's the greatest experiment in the history of mankind. And if we come down to a civil war, I'm glad we got people like Schmitty and the Bikers for Trump on our side.
Okay? This is the spirit that is out there. All right? 2nd Ezra 15:14 says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. This is where it's all going. All right? For there shall be sedition. You see that? He just incited sedition. All right? And this is a political leader. Okay? That's speaking like this. All right? These Edomites is not going to let Babylon fall, just like that. Okay? Because we know it is going to fall. Okay? But these Edomites are going to try to the best of their ability, they're going to try to keep this place afloat. All right? And they're going to do that, all right, via they swords, man. If you get where I'm going. All right? It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. All right, and we're going to look up this word for sedition. Okay? Sedition, it says, sedition is an overt conduct, such as speech or organization that tends toward rebellion against the established order. Okay? And that's what he just did. All right? I believe he's a politician, some politician, man. Okay? That's what he just did. Okay? He said, if Trump don't get back in office, it's going to take a civil war. We're going to have to pick up arms. Okay? In order to save Babylon the Great America. Okay? It says sedition often includes subversion of the Constitution and incitement of discontent towards or insurrection against established authority. And this is what's coming. Okay? This is what is coming. And that's what's going to bring forth the draconian measures. That's what's going to bring forth the martial law. Okay? Because in the next verse here, it says, 2nd Ezra 15:17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able because of martial law. All right? As well as, you're going to have gangs in the streets that's not letting you go certain areas. You ain't going to be able to go to certain areas, man. It's going to be too wild. All right? There's going to be checkpoints. Okay? as well as these 15-minute cities. Okay? So let me get out of this. All right, we're gonna go over here to this video here. All right, I'm not gonna play a lot of it. You know how YouTube give it up. I know a lot of brothers, all right, they did lessons on this, because this is the time that we're in. All right, this is where we at. Okay, so he's gonna give his little 2 cents on how he see, a societal collapse, civil war. All right, he's a Green Beret, he's been in action. Okay, so he understands, because when this civil war kicks off, it's gonna be urban warfare. Okay, let's go look up the definition for that. All right, it's gonna be urban warfare. Let me go over here real quick. Yep. Urban warfare is warfare in urban areas such as towns and cities. Okay. And like they always tell you, okay, cities are going to be the worst places to be when civil war breaks forth, man. All right. The cities and the ghettos, okay, and anywhere around the city, that's the worst place to be. Okay. It says urban warfare is warfare in urban areas such as towns and cities. It says urban combat differs from combat in the open at both operational and the tactical levels. It says complicating factors in urban warfare include the presence of civilians and the complexity of the urban terrain. Yeah, because you're gonna have to go through. It's not like the Middle East, or Russia or something like that, where you have open areas. It's just an open battlefield. You're going to be in cities where you got buildings, you got houses, you got to go around, and you know what I'm saying? It's way more different. Okay? And Babylon is about to be a giant war zone. Okay? It's going to be going down. And Esau Edom is going to come down with those draconian measures, man. The UN troops, because it ain't going, like he's going to explain. I think he already explained, I'm not sure. But basically, the police ain't going to be able to stop it. The National Guard ain't going to be able to stop it. It's going to be too much chaos going on. Okay? They're going to need to bring in outside forces, which is already inside the country. All right? At this time, you're going to have the sleeper cells get activated. Okay? All hell going to break loose. The UN troops going to get activated. All these men that they brought through the border with these military IDs and things of that nature, they're going to get activated, man. All right? They're going to be the ones that's arresting you and bringing you to those FEMA camps, man. Okay? That's why Esau Edom has been, giving them the benefits and incentivizing them, giving them the $13,000 on their food stamps, giving them cash assistance, giving them places to stay. All right? Building that loyalty. All right? That undying loyalty. These migrants are going to have undying loyalty to the government, man. And they're going to do whatever it takes. All right? To keep that money coming in. Because they got families to feed too. And they come from these war-ridden places. All right? This is the devil, man. All right? Just playing on the heartstrings and the minds of the people. Okay? But this is where it's going. It's about to go down, man. All right? The streets of Babylon will be a war zone. All right? There will be gunfights in the street. Okay? That's what's going down.
They've ever been. So when I say why I think we're closer than people understand, right? I think we are potentially one event away, such as if Donald Trump would have been killed, from part 2 of this video actually igniting. Okay, so let's jump into part 2 of the video. How do I foresee this panning out or playing out in America? Okay, there's going to be a few different ways, but as I look at things, any societal collapse or overthrow of a government or civil war, our own revolutionary war, things like that, you need a tinderbox igniting event, excuse me. And what does that look like? Well, in the Revolutionary War, right? The populace became more and more pissed off with the government until eventually they're out protesting. And we all know from our history books about the shot heard around the world, right? Where British soldiers are there, a bunch of protesters are there. Nobody knows who fired the first shot. Somebody did. The whole world changes after that. Okay, so the way I see this most likely happening is following the election. And I believe either candidate winning is potentially going to cause this, and I'll explain why. Okay, so let's look at each example. Let's say Democrats win. Kamala Harris becomes the next president of the United States after the disaster we've just watched for the last 3 years. Whether it's a real win for her or not, and let's just say there was no voter fraud or anything like that, no one on the right is going to believe that Kamala Harris won the election fair. Okay? They didn't believe Joe Biden won it fair 4 years ago, and people were actually following COVID a lot less. Trump was far less popular, and it was far less surprising to have a Democrat win in 2020 than it would be in 2024. Okay? So the right is not going to believe it, and January 6th, well, you know, I think has been way overplayed in the media on what it is. I think January 6th is going to look like a toddler play date compared to what it will look like if a Democrat wins this side from the right. Okay? And let me be clear, one side protesting and being pissed is actually not going to cause something like this to ignite. And I'll explain that here in a minute. So how's the other side work? Okay? Republicans win. This, I think, is far more likely to ignite this type of thing. Why? Well, we already know the left's propensity to want to go out and riot and burn down the country, okay? Like it or not, if you're a Democrat, we all watched it during the BLM riots, the Antifa riots. You know, this is what they do, okay? That by itself doesn't necessarily cause a complete and utter collapse or a civil war, okay? Neither of these sides do. But what does is when counter-protesters arrive. So what we haven't seen in the BLM riots, the Antifa stuff, January 6th, is we haven't seen a massive counter riot from the other side. This is going to be the thing you guys need to watch out for the most, okay? Because it's going to be critical for you as we move into part 3 in understanding the signs of the real collapse, the big event about to happen, okay? So, I want you to think about sort of the shot heard around the world when we talk about this. So, in either of these cases, let's say Trump wins, you know there's going to be massive riots and protests. As the left comes out to burn down your city, like they did in 2020, the right is flared up now, and they're pissed. There was an assassination attempt on Trump. The right's ready to riot as well. So when the left comes out to burn down the city, the right is going to come out as well. Okay? And when the right comes out and is heavily armed, and those protesters clash, the first gunshot that goes off, the shot heard around the world, utter and complete chaos is going to ring out. Okay?
See? And you know, this is just a scenario, but you can see it. Okay? You can see it. And like I keep saying, they're creating an environment to be just like this for a situation like this to take place. Okay? Isaiah 19:2, it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And that's you Babylonians, man. All right? You are the modern day Egyptians, man. Okay? It says, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. This is what's about to happen. All right? You Babylonians are about to turn on each other. Okay? Y'all about to turn on each other, man. Y'all about to pick up arms against each other, man. Okay? No matter who wins, it's going to go down. Okay?
Be a singular located event at first, right? One city where this happens. And you know, we'll get into talking about civil war and who's going to win because the right's way too overconfident in this, and I'll explain why in a minute. But that first shot that goes off, boom, once massive thousands of people on either side are actually engaged in a real conflict like that, the police can do nothing, guys. The military will be able to do nothing. The National Guard will be able to do nothing. There's nothing they can do, okay? Other than coming in and trying to shoot everybody, which, if they do that, will even spiral things even further out of control, okay? And we saw that, you know, look at Portland, right? And what happened in Portland after dealing with the riots? Their whole riot team just resigned and quit, okay? So the police are not going to stop this. They're not going to be able to stop it. They can call in the National Guard. They're not going to be able to do anything either when you're talking about thousands and thousands of people clashing, okay? You may not think, everybody thinks, oh, this is America, this can never happen. No, in America, this is the one place where almost is guaranteed to happen. You have to understand American culture, we are rebellious. We are rebels by nature.
You see that? It's guaranteed to happen. This is how the country was founded. This is how it came up. This is how Babylon came about. Okay? It's about to go down. Okay? 1776. Remember that. Okay? Isaiah 19:2 says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. You see? And I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Because when all hell breaks loose, these people are going to be afraid. All right? Politicians. Okay? You jakes. Okay? Y'all ain't going to be ready for none of this, man. Everybody too busy living life. Y'all too busy living life in la-la world, man. All right? The Lord's about to bring y'all into reality, the harsh reality of the situation, man. Okay? It's about to go down, man. It says, next verse, it says, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. You see that? And a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Okay? And when they enforce that martial law, the president, whoever's going to be the president, whether it's Kamala or Trump, okay, whoever's going to be the president, okay, once they enforce the martial law, is going to be a dictator, all right? They will know he would, whoever the president is, they will no longer have to, deal with Congress. It's going to be the military-industrial complex that runs everything, man, okay? No constitution, nothing. Your rights are gone. Your so-called rights that you think you got, they're already gone. But under martial law, it's gone. All right? They already passed the immunity bill, okay, where it makes the acting president basically a king. He could do whatever he wants while he's active president. All right? Trump is trying to give immunity to the cops. Y'all see where this is going, man. All right? They're setting up the perfect environment for this to take place. All right? And whoever sits in that chair, doesn't matter who it is, they're going to do the bidding of the elite. And this is all going to lead up to that MOTB. This is where all of it is going. All right? Everything is heading to the MOTB. All roads lead to the MOTB. All right? You jakes are going to be getting destroyed. All right? Especially with the Kamala situation. All right? If Trump wins, these Edomites are going to be, they going to get busy on you, Jake. You already seen it. The brother on IG showing videos of Esau coming up against Jake. I saw a video. Basically, these Jakes said there was a funeral. There was like, I guess it was like an after party or after celebration. And there's an Edomite that came over and told him it looked like they're having a gang meeting. All right. Because these Edomites are getting proud, man. They're getting proud. That spirit on Esau's coming back, man. I mean, it hasn't left. But now it's trickling down onto the everyday Edomite, man. All right? That pride. Okay? They're seeing their empire fall. Okay? And you Jakes are gonna be the the cattle, man. Okay, y'all are gonna be that obstacle that has to get trodden down, that has to get passed over, man. Okay, these Edomites are gonna get busy on you. Okay, they're gonna be sliding through your hoods. Okay, getting busy on y'all. Okay, because that, through the spirit, I feel like that's why they setting up Kamala. Okay, to put a bad stain on Jake. Jake already got a bad image, but to put a bad image on Jake. So just when, just in case, so when Trump win, if he do, all right, which he probably is, okay, it's already going to be that tension because they're going to know, it's going to be Jake versus Esau all over again. Okay. All right. Esau going to come for that ass, Jake. Okay. They're going to be like madmen sparing none. They're going to get busy. Okay. They're going to be blasting you Jakes down.
Right now, as we speak, which I'm going to show you videos of places like Kenya, Bangladesh, right now, where this is happening. So do not be naive and ignorant in thinking that because you live in America, this wouldn't happen. At the end of the day, when this violence kicks off, human beings turn into chimpanzees. It's
okay, and this is why the sons of God, okay, needs to be set back up in their proper order, man. Okay, under our Lord Yahweh Shai, to bring peace to the earth. All right, to bring real, true righteousness, all right, true justice. All right. Under our power, Yahweh Shema Shai, man, we need to the right rulers need to be put, all right, in their positions, man, so to speak. Okay. Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, okay, you see those people are afraid. Okay, that woman with her child in her hand, gunshots is going off. Okay, and this is because the wicked is bearing rule. All right. This is because this devil has an agenda. Okay. Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And we know who the wicked is. Okay. And this devil has an agenda. Okay.
the reality of it, okay? So do not be fooled into thinking that you are safe from this, all right? This isn't to scare you. This is to prepare you, all right? Right, so once that event's exploded in a singular location, right, you're going to see what? Riots and protests break out, especially in urban areas all over the country, right? And you might see this tinderbox event, boom, starts to flare up, and the whole country is enveloped, all right? That's one scenario, okay? The other scenario that I foresee is terrorist attacks. And by that, I mean set up terrorist attacks, right? So I think a very likely scenario of something happening is something like a black church in the South is going to be hit with a truck bomb. Hundreds or thousands of people are going to be killed. They'll blame it on a far-right extremist Trump supporter. The left will come out in massive protests. The right's going to be pissed off. Come out, counter-protest, protest hits. Boom, that can set the ignite off, all right? That's how it's going to look, I think. And it's the most likely way it's going to look. These things happen with sort of an atomic bomb. A singular atom splits and it explodes from there. All right, so let's be very clear. The last thing any of you want is civil war. I hear people talking about this all the time. Oh, civil war and this and that. And guys, war is ugly. I've done it myself. None of you want it. None of you are ready for it. At the end of the day, it's not cool. It's not going to be like the movies in Hollywood, okay? And to the right, who I always hear say, oh, you know, one side has all the guns and the other side can't figure out which bathroom to use. Okay, true. However, that's not how civil wars work, right? When a real civil war or collapse happens in America, it is not going to just be right versus left. Why? Because after probably about the first 72 hours, okay, all the foreign nations, sleeper cells, which are here, okay, China, Russia, Iran, all of them are going to get activated, and those foreign countries are going to come and be involved as well, okay? And which side, I know the right's super confident, which side do you think China is going to jump in on? Which?
You see? All hell is being prepared to break loose. 2nd Ezra 8:50, it says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they walked in great pride. You see? All hell is about to break loose. You see? Let me grab this scripture. Okay, Jacob's trouble is at the door, man. Okay? Jeremiah 30:4, it says, and these are the words that the Lord Yahweh Shemawashai spoke concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemawashai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. You see that? It says, ask ye now and see whether do a man travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned to paleness. This is how bad that time is going to be. Men are going to be afraid, man. Okay? How much more you women? That strong and independent gonna go straight out the window. Okay? Next verse. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. You see that? It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And only the elect is going to be saved out of this trying time, man. All right? Only the elect of the nation of Israel. All right? You 2/3 are going to get destroyed. Okay? Let me grab this. I'm going to start off at 18. 2nd Ezra 15 and 18, it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man. So how much more you women? All you gangsters? Ain't none of y'all gonna be gangster in that day. Y'all gonna be running to them FEMA camps, man. All right? The moment Esau open up and tell y'all, hey, this is a safe place to go, y'all all going, man. Okay? You niggas is about to get destroyed, man. You see? So I'm going to play a little bit more of this video. Okay, I'm going to grab another few more scriptures. I'm going to wrap it up. You know? Lord willing, you're edified. Okay, but it's going down. Okay, these are the times that we're in. We're in those perilous times. We're in the evil day. All right? Jacob's trouble is at the door. Okay?
Side do you think Russia is going to jump in on? They're going to jump in on the side of the socialists and the communists, right? Why? Because they know they'll be able to collapse the country, and the best thing that could happen in the world for these countries is for America to completely collapse, okay? So do not think, as a right-wing conservative, you are going to have the advantage in an actual civil war. It is not going to just be like the first Civil War, okay? Understand that. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be complicated. It's going to be chaos. If it gets to that point, it's bad news, guys. You do not want to, none of us want to live through that, right? But if it does get to that point, part 3 and 4, how we actually survive. Let's move into that.
All right, and you know, you can watch the rest of that. You know, I don't want, you know, getting in no trouble. You know, but you get the point, okay? Y'all see what's going on. Let me grab this real quick. All right, it says Japan's stock market. Japan's stock crashed in biggest day one drop since 1987 as global markets intensifies. It says Japanese stock on Monday suffered their biggest daily loss since 1987 as fears about the U.S. economic slowdown set shockwaves through the global markets. Okay, because we know that they have to collapse. Okay, these economies. Okay, because they're trying to, everything is going digital. Okay, CBDCs. All right, the Fed now. Okay, everything is to usher in that MOTB. You see, but they need these economies to collapse. They need the dollar to become worthless. All right, it says the Nike 225 index of leading stock in Tokyo lost a staggering 4,451 points, its biggest point drop in history. You see that? It says on the more common percentage measure, the index closed more than 12% down, according to Reuters. It says its largest one-day fall since October 1987. It says the drop took Nike losses since early July to 25%, pushing it into bear market territory. You see? Let me see. I believe I seen. Yeah, let me just read this. It says fears of a sharp slowdown in the U.S. economy have raised expectations that the Federal Reserve will have to slash interest rates, coming as the Bank of Japan takes its interest rates higher to contain inflation. It says that is boosting the value of the yen against the U.S. dollar and making Japan's export-dependent stock less attractive. You see, and this is all going to affect Babylon, all right? And eventually this is going to affect the world, okay? These economies are collapsing, all right? They're going to collapse. You see? They're going to collapse. It's only a matter of time. Okay? The dollar's about to collapse. Okay? Let me open this bigger. All right? Ezekiel 7:18, it says, they shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads. It says they shall cast their silver in the streets. You see that? And their gold shall be removed. Okay? All this money, all right, that you Jakes worship is about to be nothing. Okay? It says their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them. You see that? In the day of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, they shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. So none of this money gonna save y'all, man. All right, this money ain't gonna save y'all. Nothing. This is about to go to shit. Okay. And a lot of you Jakes, majority of you Jakes and these Babylonians, y'all love money so much. All right, that when they switch this system over to digital, and when they come over there and give you this new proposition of, hey, you know, we'll be able to give you a fraction of what you had, you know, when the system was up, you know, and then they're probably going to incentivize you with the UBI, the Universal Basic Income. You niggas is going to bow that knee so fast, okay? Because you're going to want to go back into a regular, you know, society again, which is not going to be regular anymore, man. Okay? And a lot of you Jakes are going to be destroyed, man. All right? If you take that MOTB, you're going to get destroyed. All right? And these economies are about to collapse, man. They're going to collapse. Okay? Babylon's economy is going to collapse. All right? So, you know, I just wanted to, you know, get into that. You know, let me just grab this last scripture and I'll wrap it up. All right? Because this is the times that we're in. All right? Ecclesiasticus 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. And with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and sincerity unto the elect. Shalom.